Welcome to the channel. In this video, I'm going to show you an easy and fairly inexpensive way of running extra air lines around your home, garage, or shop. Now, I got tired of just dragging air hoses from one end of the shop to the other, or hooking two together to reach where I wanted to go. So what I did, I just used PEX. All right, PEX plumbing has been around for years. Our home is plumbed with PEX. Our RV is plumbed with PEX. So I've always had a use for the tools and have fittings and stuff around. So that's why I decided to use on the airlines. And looking at the specs on here, it's rated 160 PSI at 73-degree temperature. And my compressors only puts out 125, so I'm well within that range. And PEX comes in different sizes. There's 3/8 of an inch, 1/2 inch, 3/4, and up to 1 inch. And you can buy it in 10-foot sticks, or for bigger projects, you can get a 100-foot roll. And this stuff is fairly inexpensive. You do have to buy some tools, or I'm sure you could always rent the tools if you're just going to use it one time. Before I get into this stuff, let's take a look at my shop and I'll show you how I did it. My air compressor is about in the middle of the shop, and I wanted some air lines on both sides so I'm not dragging hoses around. I made this manifold on the air compressor, just black pipe. And coming off this manifold, I've got two lines running overhead, one for each end of the shop, and I put a 1/4 turn valve, and I can turn either side on or off depending on what I need. So I just use regular plumbing clamps here and got this PEX just nailed up to the side of the wall. I just continue along the wall, brought it down here in this corner, and I just run it down to a water trap and a regulator. And it's important to put a water drain close to your regulator. So I put a T-fitting in here. It comes down, put a 1/4 turn valve in, and I can just release any water that's in there. These are fairly inexpensive regulators and water traps. They work pretty good. And to adapt into the regulator, that's just a male adapter that goes into the regulator, and the same thing. They make all this stuff in PEX, so very simple to do. Let me show you the other end of the shop. And I just continue that line, the other side of the shop. Here I brought it down behind these shelves. But I also put a drain in here on this end too. Just a 1/4 turn valve, T-fitting, drop it down there. This just comes around this dividing wall. I wanted my regulator over here to protect a little bit on this side, but I just run my PEX through the wall, come over here. Now this regulator here, it's a dual stage. It's got 2 water separators in it and then a regulator here. Another option for joining PEX plumbing together is these slide-on connectors. I'm not sure what brand this is, but I think the most common one out there is called Shark Bite. And what you do here is just cut your pipe to whatever length you need, slide them into this coupling, it locks it in, it seals up. They are handy, but they're also expensive. I looked on Amazon, and just to get one coupling like this was over $9, and they make T-fittings in 90s, and a T-fitting was roughly $14 just for one fitting. So by the time you buy maybe 4 or 5 of these fittings, you probably spent more than you could buy a crimping tool and some of the crimp rings. It's an option, but they are expensive. First tool I'll show you is this here for crimping these copper rings, and I bought this years ago. It's kind of big and bulky. Luckily, they've come out with some smaller versions that probably work a little bit better, but they all do the same thing. So here's a piece of 1/2 inch PEX, and buy some of these cutters too. They make life simple. You'll just cut whatever length you need, and these things cut through this PEX like butter. And you can get different fittings. There's T-fittings, there's just straight couplers, there's 90s. Let's just put a coupling in here. Put your crimp ring on there. And I've got 1/2 inch dies already set up into here. Squeeze them until the handles bottom out. And it's done. You can't get much faster and easier than that. Let me show you the other type of crimp rings. Now these are like what's on a CV boot, and these are real nice too. The only thing with these, they're way more expensive than these copper rings. Now these are stainless steel, so I like using the copper just to save a little bit of money. And this type here works nice in tight areas because this tool is just way smaller than this. I'll put our ring on there. Let's just put this 90 in here. And these won't release until you squeeze the handles all the way, and then they unlock. And we're done. That's all there is to it. I'll put the Amazon link, everything I can find here in the description. All right, I hope this video was useful. Thanks for watching.